Welcome to the beautiful NCL Cruise Ship Bliss, built in 2018 and last refurbished in 2021. This ship can hold a bit over 4,000 passengers at capacity and is the third ship in Norwegian's Breakaway Plus class. The Bliss has a center atrium that has most of its non-show entertainment. This makes all non-pool activities easy to find. A major drawback, in my opinion, of the central atrium is the crowds that can form when multiple show and entertainment finish around the same time. With the two elevators at each end of the atrium area, it gets really difficult to move around should you not want to use the stairs. The Bliss Buffet, or the Garden Cafe as it's called, is a mirrored buffet up and down each side of the venue. There is ample seating with great views of the ocean to be enjoyed. The food quality is very consistent and will have something for each member of your family or party. While this is generally not an issue, it became one that I will go into more detail later. Overall, we were pleased with the buffet's quality and consistency. From Indian food to good old classic burgers, hot dogs, soups, and salads, the Garden Cafe was always a good and safe choice for everyone. The gelato station was a must-stop for most of our party on each visit. It's hard to say no to gelato and even harder to say no when it's free. Soft serve is also available around the buffet. The salad bar in the Garden Cafe was an unexpected highlight for those who enjoy a build-your-own station. We have all been in buffets where the lettuce looks like it was left in the sauna, or got toppings that had that favorite frozen food texture. At each meal, the salad bar seemed freshly cut and stocked. Whether it was or not, I can't be sure, but it always felt and tasted fresh. The issue we ran into was around the kids' menu, or lack of one. NCL offers a kids eat free at sea, but outside the buffet, the choices of that kids' menu are only a few items. If your kids are any level of picky, make sure they like either a cheese pizza, cheeseburger, mac and cheese, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, tomato soup, chicken stir-fry, or green avocado tacos. We were shocked that there was no chicken nugget option, and were even denied when we asked if pepperoni could be added to the cheese pizza option. I have been told that this menu was new, and usually has some kind of nugget option. This lack of variety forced us to go to the buffet at least 2 times a day for the kids to be given more food choices. Let me be clear, the kids' menu issue was at any non-included restaurant venue, aka specialty dining, which you could get them an adult menu but at a full cost charge. For adults and or older kids, the food on the Bliss was as good as one can get on a cruise ship. This goes for the main dining room venues. The Bliss separates their main dining rooms into 3 areas that are called Taste, Savor, and the Manhattan Room. Our party of 11 was given a table at the Manhattan Room, which felt like a specialty restaurant upon entering. While the menu was smaller, most cruise lines are going to that model now, and the quality of the food was good. My only complaint was about a sign I missed on the way in. While trying to maintain a level of high dining, they have a no-hat policy. As we approached our table, one of the staff told me to remove my hat while in the venue. I have no issue with this type of policy, but I must admit that my hat was nicer than some of the outfits I noticed at other tables. As I mentioned previously, the main dining room is split up into 3 different areas. Taste and Savor are next to each other, separated by a great little pre-dinner bar called Mix. While the menus between the 3 venues are the same, Taste and Savor feel a bit less formal than the Manhattan room, and the Mix bar is a great meeting point for parties that are either ending or starting the night. One of the specialty dining choices is a Tepanyaki-style meal. While they leave some of the more flammable moments out of their presentation due to being on a ship, the food was good but no different than your standard Tepanyaki. As I mentioned before, the kids eat free here if they select from the kids menu. If not, the waitress stated a full charge of $79. The chef was kind enough to give the kids a bit of our portion, and in case you're wondering, I did catch the tossed food because paid food should never be wasted. This was the kids' most entertaining meal. They engaged them and had everyone smiling throughout the night. Well, almost everyone, since, adolescent boys never smile. Even though the food itself was nothing out of the ordinary as far as Tepanyaki, this was the group's most enjoyed meal. A great place for an after-meal dessert is a small venue called Cocos. Here you can enjoy delicious shakes and hand-scooped fresh daily-made gelatos. While this is not a free venue, the kids loved it, and the cost was not higher than the value you get. Don't forget though, at the Garden Cafe there is a gelato station. There may not be as many options for toppings or a fancy shake presentation, but it does hit the mark in terms of that sweet treat everyone enjoys. On the Bliss is a specialty dining venue called the Food Republic. While we were unable to get a reservation, this is a one-of-a-kind dining experience that offers visitors a chance to taste their way around the world. With its global menu and great ambiance, Food Republic is a destination for foodies and those wanting to experience something a bit different. The concept here is a collection of small plates from all over the world that are meant to be shared. Kages and Los Lobos are the other 2 specialty dining locations. Los Lobos is a Mexican cantina-style restaurant that has fresh guacamole, a great selection of tequilas, and even an outdoor venue for dinner with a view. Kages is the star restaurant of the Bliss. This perennial steakhouse favorite has amazing choice cuts of premium certified Angus beef, T-bone, and prime rib, combined with appetizers of crab cake, cocktails, and truffle fries. Kages, in my opinion, is the must-do on this ship. In fact, I will say that it is easily one of the best at-sea steakhouses you can experience. On Deck 8, you will find the Cavern Club, an homage to the legendary Liverpool club where the Beatles performed. Here you can enjoy an evening with a Beatles cover band, enjoy a cigar at the Humidor Cigar Lounge, or take a step outside and enjoy your drink with great views of the ocean. I found this to be a great area to get away from any crowds. I am not sure if I just got lucky or if people didn't know or forgot about this great oceanside bar and vantage point. Just down from the Cavern Club's outdoor bar is the Bake Shop, a small, secluded shop serving chocolates, gelatos, and assorted macarons. While not in the category of free, if you don't let the kids know it's there, it can be your special treat area. The American Diner is a recently converted free venue. While some items may still have a charge, it's a great place to grab a quick bite when you are topside by the pool or visiting the go-karts. The menu did have some staples of American dining, but with a menu of cheese nachos, fish dip, salads, some handheld sandwiches, burgers, and pasta, I felt the name didn't much match the menu. The location was nice with its seating being sheltered, but still having views and getting that fresh ocean air we all love. A great feature of the Bliss is its go-kart track running between decks 18 and 19. While there is a height restriction, they do offer a few double-seating karts at specified times for those kids who haven't quite hit that summer growth spurt. For around $15 for an 8-minute ride, if you plan to try this more than once, consider the $30 all-day pass or $100 all-week pass. On our sailing, they did not pre-sale any go-kart passes, so we had to wait till we were on board. Let's take a tour of balcony room 9780, which was pretty close to the elevators. This was our family's first experience with NCL, and even with the room tour videos we found on YouTube, we were not sure what to expect for our family of 4. The room is a midship balcony with around 200 square feet of living space and a 32 square foot balcony. While the room itself did not feel dated, it was a bit small in terms of space. The room was set up with the Pullman bed for our family of 4. Our 11-year-old son took the converted couch, and our 6-year-old daughter took the top. The room stayed this way day or night. As I mentioned, this was our first time on NCL, and we were surprised that the steward would not return the room to its couch set up during the day. This meant no couch to sit at. While this might not bother some, it meant no comfortable area to sit at when in the room. As you can see, the closet is next to the couch in the room. With the Pullman bed down, the closet became very difficult to use. On each side of the bed are individual reading lights, and under each light is a USB-C connection, which is nice for overnight phone charging. As with most cruise ships, the only location for an actual plug is at the desk area only. While not uncommon, you will want to bring a cruise ship-approved non-surge protector extension cords. Another issue with keeping the couch and Pullman bed in sleep mode is how narrow the room becomes. While it's expected that cruise ship rooms are small, at least outside of suites, this room felt very narrow as compared to any other cruise ship we have sailed upon. It will be interesting to see if this was a category issue or if other future NCL rooms will be the same. We did like these switches to notify your attendant when you wanted to have your room made up, or to not disturb. However, it seemed to not be noticed as it took quite some time for the attendant to get to our room regardless of the switch, phone call, or time of day. The bathrooms were your standard cruise ship bathrooms, and the shower water pressure was good. Careful on that first step, we all have tripped. Don't say you haven't. While the balcony was very large for a standard balcony, we found the chairs to be a bit less comfortable as compared to other cruise lines we have experienced. The balcony was good for some unexpected whale watching on our Cabo stop. As we got ready to leave port, I stepped outside to take some shots of the coastline, but was met with a beautiful gray whale. This was the end of the season, and I am no whale expert, but it seemed to be a young whale. This was a perfect way to end our port day in Cabo. In all our sailings, this was the first whale sighting, sitting from the balcony of our room. It was a great reminder of the beauty and ever-changing nature of cruising. Deck 15 is a must-visit location for breathtaking views, great relaxation, and all-around great ambiance. The observation deck has a bar, snacks to enjoy, and plenty of seating. We took full advantage of this area when we wanted to play cards, read a book, or just have drinks with friends when the bar atmosphere wasn't needed. This is considered a quiet area, and many people also take naps here. There was a no bare feet policy when it came to the chairs and loungers, but was not enforced at all. But that is to be expected since most people were in sandals. This was by far my favorite area. It was always just a welcoming area. While our trip was a bit of a mix in terms of the overall experience, we all agree the Bliss is a beautiful ship with great features. There were some hit-and-miss spots, but overall the cruise was fun, with great friends and an overall fun atmosphere. The rooms left a bit to be desired, but that may just be an overall preference. We may just need to accept 2 connecting rooms, which will be our future for other NCL trips. Then again, we can also look into those fancy haven suites we hear so much about.